So let's talk about it. Your partnership, right? So I know for me, got denied, and I seen you get
It
denied too.
sucks.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it really does.
Right.
But when you finally get that
Oh,
email,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
go ahead and walk me through
Um,
that moment.
so I applied for a Twitch partnership on June 14th. Um, and what people were saying is that like, or I'll say they changed the requirements a lot. So like now the requirement is you have to average 75 viewers organically for 8 days within a 30-day period. So I'm looking at my analytics. I'm like, okay, from the beginning of May to like maybe around like June 14th, I'm like, okay, it says I have a 95 average. I should be okay. Like I should apply. So I applied, so I think after like 3 days I didn't hear a response. I'm like, okay, this is a good sign. Because usually they come back really quickly if you get denied, unfortunately. And I don't know how many times I applied. It's a little bit off topic, but I applied like just randomly, just see if I could just like randomly get it. Because sometimes that actually works, where like you apply, then something they just accept you. I'm just kind of like, okay, what? But kudos to you if that's happened to you. So then after, wait, actually, let me look at the calendar. It was the 14th. So it was 10 days. So then after, the 21st, the next week, I was kind of like, okay, it's been like over a week now. This should be a good thing that I've not heard anything from them. And then I was driving home, not driving home, sorry, driving to the gym on the 24th of June. And I go to like change like the song that I was driving, like, or change the song or whatever while I was driving, and I just see an email pop up saying like, congratulations, you've been invited to Twitch partnership. And I started just flipping out in my car. I called my friends and everything immediately, and I started like just shake. I started just crying, and like I just went ballistic. Like I still feel like I'm on fucking cloud nine. It's been over a week, and because it's such a huge, I don't care what anybody has to say. Oh well, you don't get this, or you don't get that. Like, can you shut up? Like, I'm sorry, but getting Twitch partnership is way harder than getting partnered on YouTube, because YouTube, you can clickbait shit and you can get the viewership pretty easily. Like, obviously everybody's journey is different, but like trying to average 75 people and entertain 75 people and bringing people into your streams is so much harder. And to make sure that you're entertaining, you're posting your content so people can come through and like watch your streams and everything like that from the piece of content that you posted, that shit is 10 times harder than YouTube, in my opinion.
No, I can see what you're saying right there, because YouTube, the content will just live on forever and it has a chance to go viral. But once you turn your webcam off and OBS is
Right.
off, that's pretty much a done deal. What you did that day is what you did for that day. So it's like you
Right.
just gotta keep trying and trying and trying, and you gotta have your energy up all the time. You gotta make sure that what you're doing, you gotta be streaming at the right time. The game, you gotta know, you really gotta be
Yes.
aware of everything that's going on when you start diving into
Right.
streaming. I definitely think streaming is tougher to do than actual YouTube content, but I think, YouTube does have
Right.
its side where it can be challenging too as well, of course. Like any
Um
goal.
but I think that Twitch partnership is a huge accomplishment. Obviously, it sucks that you don't get a plaque. I know they recently came out with this thing of like, oh, if you have a certain amount of like watch time or whatever, you get that.
Yeah,
But
I ain't nowhere near that.
yeah, but it's a huge accomplishment. It should be celebrated. I'm still cloud nine about it because I've been wanting this for years, and
I'm just so happy for you that you were able to get partner. And a lot of people need to appreciate just being able to do it too, because it was
you
something
did
you
it.
did. Exactly. It was something that you did. You know, this is a goal of
Right.
yours. This is something that you can achieve. This is the
Right.
recognition that you deserve. You know, it's more than just saying, oh, what comes with it? What are the
Exactly.
perks? This is more so about, hey, you put the time in, the energy, the money, the
Mm-hmm.
resources, everything, and you were able to get the goal that you wanted. You know, you didn't
Exactly.
stop and you made it and you accomplished what you needed. So
Right.
kudos to them.
And it's also the fact of like, you don't, because with Twitter, you have to pay for your check mark. With this, like, I'm not paying for shit. Like, I got this from my hard work and dedication. Like, that's an accomplishment because being verified, that shit is hard. And like, I can't stand when people are like, oh, the reason why, what's the point of Twitch partnership? Oh, blah, blah, blah. And somebody, I remember somebody posting this on Twitter saying like, oh, why is somebody like, what's the point of Twitch partnership anyways? Oh, because of mostly ego. It's just like, mostly ego is the most dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. Like, nah, you're weird for that.